Oh, me. It's about that time. We've got to get dinner prepped and going. So, the plan for tonight is a steak and mushroom pie with some potato salad. But not just any steak pie. We're going to make it in this. A jaffle iron with some delicious puff pastry. So, I'm very excited. I'm probably going to do maybe 2 or 3 of them. I'd like one for breakfast as well. So we're gonna get that going. You hang out, stay with me. Fire is ready to go. Let's do it. Just gonna wash my hands so you know I'm not a grub. Cool. So we have some steak. Obviously it's not a pie. So how do we turn it into a pie? Well, we've got to slow cook the hell out of it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut this up and I'm going to stick it back in our camp oven that we did potatoes in. I haven't cleaned the camp oven because I think all of those additional flavors are just going to help. So, but first we've got to cut this up. So, trusty sharp knife. I'm just going to cut this into kind of cubey bits. I don't want the meat to disintegrate, but I do want it to soften. So we're just going to do these sort of thickish slices. Man, that evil bird is back. He's right there behind the camera and he's eyeing me out again. If he takes anything else, I might have to say something. I'm just gonna this is such a weird problem to have, having a bird trying to steal your food. I guess I am in their environment, but really? Anyway, I'm just going to keep going. So I'm just cutting up the steak into sort of longish cubey bits. Can't believe that bird might still be hungry after that big piece of steak. Wow. Anyway, almost there. So, cubey steak. Oh, f me. I told you that bloody thing. Oh my god. Guys, it is hazardous out here today. It is hazardous. Oh my god. Whew, I'm gonna have to keep my eyes peeled like all of the time. Jeepers. I just put this. No, fuck off. Oh my god, did you see that? He stole my steak, the bastard. Let's do it. This is like a race against time. Battle the birds. This is crazy. Wow. I'm not even cooking yet. How do you know there's food? I'm just going to stick this right in the camp oven. Cool. And then I'm going to go in with some extra virgin olive oil. Nice dollop of. And I might just find something to put over this steak, otherwise I might lose it again. And then I'm just going to do some salt and pepper into the onions real quick. A fair amount of pepper. It is a pepper steak pie. And a fair amount of salt. And we're going to get this onto the oven to brown. Cool. Stick that there. I'm going to put this in the fire. He did it again! He did it again! That bird, I hate that bird. I really hate that bird. Oh. I step away for a second and he's in there. Oh my god. This is crazy. Okay, I need to find another solution. Alright, I'm going to take that and I'm just going to put the remainder of my meat somewhere else. Alright, let's go over to the fire. Alright guys, we are still having bird problems, but we'll keep going. We're going to keep going. So what I need to do now is get this onto some coals. So I'm just going to brush all of this stuff down a little bit and just make a little separate fire here for myself. And this guy is going to go right on there. Just like that. I'll start browning off those onions and then we'll keep going with the rest. So I've got big beautiful button mushrooms here. It's a smaller, so you want them relatively small. I'm going to put this in the camp oven. Let's do that. Alright, some onions are getting there very nicely. Woohoo! And I'll stick my mushroom in without losing most of it because I'm one-handed right now. That already smells so good. Guys, I managed to rescue the majority of my steak from the birds, so it's time to get that all in here. So in there is the onions and the mushroom with the herbs. Now I'm going to get the steak in. Just going to brown that off for a bit. Right over there now, in that little brushing, watching me. I feel like I'm being stalked. Oh, there he goes. Oh, there's another one. There's two of them now. Up there. They better not try and come here. This fire is very hot. Maybe I did that on purpose. Anyway, here we go, guys. So our steak is in. Just going to brown that off for a bit. Smells awesome already. Now it's some wet stuff in there. So firstly, it's like half a can of pureed tomato. I just want the meat to soften a little bit with it. There we go. How cool is this bottle, by the way? I got this from Snowy's. It's a 1.9 litre. Really cool. I like it a lot. This is going to have to sit here for maybe an hour or two, probably closer to 2, and then it's pie time. The next time you see this, be time for pies. Oh. Alright guys, it's pie time. So my pie filling has come out of the fire. It is beautiful. It smells so good. All of the liquid has reduced. It's just sort of kind of a semi-dry kind of texture. So I think that's perfect for making a pie. What I'm going to do now is I've got my beautiful sheets of puff pastry here. I'm just going to grab one. So these should be fairly well defrosted. Cool. So obviously we got to peel the plastic off. Just put that in my recycling box. So there we go. So first sheet. So I'm going to go in and I'm just going to cut this straight sort of down the middle, just like that, and then again. Cool. So I've pre-greased the jaffle iron with some canola oil. I'm just going to sort of stretch this guy out so it covers up everything, and then the other side as well. Cool thing with this pastry is it's sort of, if you let it sit long enough, it goes a little bit sort of stretchy. Cool. Now we've got to get the filling in. Now, because it's a jaffle iron, what you need to do is you need to fill it reasonably full, because you want the puff pastry to stick to the, well, to like have contact with the outside of it. If it doesn't necessarily cook all that well. So I'm just going to go ahead and start spooning some of this in. I'm trying my best not to make a mess, although I probably will. Actually, I'm going to turn it this way. Alright, so I hope you can see this, but I'm just sort of filling up a little pocket, and it's okay if it's a bit sort of puffed up. Just gonna get this all in there. Cool. Well, that looks pretty good to my eyes. So now what we need to do is we're gonna just close it down. Make sure it's closed properly. We're gonna hook the thing on, and this is gonna go right onto the coals. So let's do that now. Jaffle iron is on the coals. That's going to take about maybe 8 or 9 minutes. Don't really want flames on these, just coals. I'm just going to move that out of the way a little bit. So the first flip is done. Got the corners are sort of blackened and brown. You can always remove those if they get a bit too burnt for your taste. Oh, this is so good. So I can sort of start hearing it whistle a little bit. That means all the liquids inside are, evaporating and it's cooking. So I'm just going to leave that there for a couple of minutes, and then we'll check the inside. Yes. Alrighty guys, let's try that again. Oh, that's a lot better. So in total I think it was on for about 10 minutes. Yeah, that's good to me. Perfect. So that'll be lava hot, so I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to bang out 3 or 4 more of these, as many as I can, and yeah, then we'll taste one. Cool, let's do that. Guys, I think our first jaffle pie is ready. So I'm going to plate this up. I'm going to cut into it, and we're going to taste. Yes. Guys, thank you so much if you've made it this far. It's cold now, but we'll make it work. So I have finished my beef and mushroom pie, and I've got one spare for tomorrow, and there's one more on the fire, but it's a little smaller, so I'm happy with these two. What we're going to do now is have dinner. I'm going to taste this. It looks amazing. It's very nice. Does need some devil sauce though. Oh, it's got really nice flavour. Now, if you're by yourself, these are cool. They do take a while to make. If you're making for a larger group, get yourself one of those quad ones. We can make 4 at a time for sure. You can get 2 of them. Highly recommend that. Now, a pie is one of my favorite snacks. I know it's not healthy, I know it's not in fashion, but I love a good pie. And this one is right up there. The meat is juicy but tender. The mushrooms are great. Not that I can recognize anything in here, it's just a meaty, gloopy mess, but it's gorgeous. I love it. I think it's time for breakfast. Oh. These are the pies we made last night. Already had one of them last night for dinner, so I'm gonna give this one a go. Oh, so good.